Oh my god. Oh shit, I've been crying my eyes out. There's a broad on the screen. um, well, whatever. It's not like none of you've ever seen a brazier. A brazier! Alright. Dude, I'm fucking devastated. My dog died. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh. I found Bella in 2000. I wasn't sure if it was 11 or 12, but I found her. It's 2012. I realized I was a senior in college, actually in Fishtown, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and in the backyard there was a little alleyway, and this tiny little dog was peeking its nose underneath the doorway of the gate. The gate there. There's a little gate to go into the alleyway, and I couldn't believe it. And I was probably drunk or something at the time, and I opened the gate up and I welcomed her in, and I was renting out a room. This guy Michael LeBlanc or something in the house. He lived there. Pretty good sized house in Fishtown, and no pets allowed. But he was never there. I mean, he did live there, but he rarely was home. He just came home to sleep. So I took the dog in, and I kept it in my room. And the dog was so quiet, never made a peep. He never even knew it existed. And eventually, he's seen pictures of it on Facebook. I'm such an idiot. I just put pictures up of it on Facebook. Um, and you could tell the background was his couch and everything in the living room. And I'm like, yeah, sorry about that. I got rid of the dog like the next morning. And I did. I took it to my friend Ryan's house in South Philly, uh, 13th and Porter, Moy-Mensing, 13th and Moy-Mensing, we'll say, right off Broad Street in Philadelphia. And very South Broad Street, almost at the stadiums. Basically at what is that? Venango? Or what's the street that I guess that's Venango? No, it's not Venango, is it? Maybe it is. What's the Tony Luke's on? Anyhow, whatever. So I had the dog, had Bella at Screech's, my friend Ryan Screech, for a while, maybe a week or two. I told my mom about it. She found out what. Oh, no, actually, first thing I tried to do was take it to my mom's house in Northeast Philly, and I did. I smuggled it in like it was, like it was brick of drug. Like it was like such a illicit thing. It was so bad, but I was hiding her the best I could. And she was so quiet. She was so easy to hide. She didn't bark or whine or nothing. And I think my mom came in because I would still come home, here and there on the weekends when I was in college, and I brought her there, and she came in, and I don't know how it just transgressed. It was very strange, but somehow she like came into like towels away, or I don't know what she was doing, and the dog, you know, she just happened to notice, oh my God, there's a dog in the bed. And there it was. And she was like battling, accepting the dog. And then she said, no, peed on the floor or something like that. And she thought it was going to be a big thing. We already had Cha Cha, which was like a Papillon. It was my aunt's dog. She had died. My mom's sister. She died from they said it would withdrawal actually from alcohol and benzos or something. She was in her early 40s, I believe, and so we had Cha Cha already, and then so um, Bella, I took her to Ryan's house. I didn't know what else to do with her. I took her to my friend Screech's house in South Philly. He wanted a dog, and so it was there for a little bit, but he didn't know how to raise. He had no money. We were both in college, not working. Just going to school and living off, money from our families, I guess. So when she caught wind that the dog was just kind of scraping by and eating whatever, like peanut butter or something, she offered to take it back, and I was more than happy to take it back because that means it would still be more my dog than anything. Even if it was at my mom's house, parents' house in Northeast Philly. So that's where I took it. That's where it stayed for a long time. I battled through drug addiction. The dog stayed there regardless, and anytime I was home and sober, I was always in the comfort of my dog there. The dog really took to me, despite long gaps where I wasn't around. The dog loved me, I feel, more than anybody, and it really did because I just played with it differently. I'm very, um, you know, a very passionate person, affectionate person is what I want to say, affectionate person. And I've always played well with the dog. We just got along really well. And last year, there was gaps, but when I moved here into Delaware, and I started off back at my parents' house, I was with that dog for the last 5 years or 5 or 6 years for the most part. And then last year I had my relapse, and I was gone for most of the spring and summer. So I didn't see her that whole time, and she aged. You know what I mean? Like, I kept her young. I walked her all the time, and between the love that I gave her, my dad and my mother, all separately but all together, um, it balanced her and it gave her life. And you know, without me being there to keep her spry, to keep her moving. My dad did his best to walk her and everything, but I don't think it could have been the same for her. But and then when I came back in August, I didn't stick around very long, and yeah, I brought Amber back into the picture, and my mother didn't really see eye to eye with the idea of me getting back together with someone who I used to get high with, technically. But Amber's still sober, and so am I, and I think that's over time we've kind of improving ourselves, but my family's just starting to get that. So I've only seen Bella a handful of times in all of the past few months because I haven't been as welcome to my parents' house. I would at least not without leaving Amber behind. You know what I mean? She's only been around here and there, so things are just starting to fall into place with my family and her, and so that's a big thing, and it takes time. But in the meantime, my dog's been, for me, been neglected to some degree. And she couldn't hear any as well anymore. So even when I came in, she would still be sleeping. Annie, the other dog, the beagle that I have, she'd be right there, but not so much Bella. So that was difficult to, and then she just felt different. Even though she's a small dog, she was meaty. She had weight on her to some degree. You know what I mean? She was a little stockier, and she had muscle to her, not fat, muscle. She always had muscle to her. She could jump high. She was a strong breed, strong dog. She almost looked like a Scotty, what do they call them? Scotty. I don't know. It's not a dachshund. What the fuck is it called? Anyhow, Scott, one of those Scottish-looking dogs. I can't remember their names. Amber had one. Bubbles. I can't remember his name. Anyhow, so But this time, it's been different lately. She hasn't been as meaty. She's been bony. She's been like my sister's Yorkie, which died like last year. Bunny, whatever she named it. Much more frail looking Yorkie, a little skinnier. Bella had meat to her. I don't know. She just always seemed young no matter what. And a thick, dark, black coat of hair. Anyhow, now I could feel her spine. It was different. She was always sleeping. I could tell there was a change, but I don't think I was ready to acknowledge it. I was in some denial about it or something. And finally, my dad took her to the vet earlier in the week or something, and they said she had kidney problems. Now, my dog always had some kind of issue. It had pancreatitis for a while, so its pancreas has always been kind of fucked up. Always ate special food. Generally, only ate chicken and eggs, hard-boiled eggs, and just plain chicken, and a special kind of like expensive dry food. That's it. And dehydrated lamb treats. So very specific diet. Could not have like any fat. Just for the sake of her pancreas. And so yeah, now she hadn't been eating, and then she wasn't drinking any water. Now they said toward the end she was still technically drinking, or I mean, still technically eating, but not drinking any water. So yeah, we took her to the vet the other day, and it's the first time I ever seen a dog get put to sleep. It was terrible. I've never seen a dog get put to sleep before. And they gave it a shot of morphine, they said, and then the second shot was the one that made her die. And she never closed her eyes. She just stayed staring at us. It freaked me. You know, it was hard to accept. And my dad would not handle it well. He never does. I mean, he gets very attached to all our pets. And she was in my mom's arms. And yeah, it was bad. I was not ready for it. I wanted at least one more season with her in the sun and the warmth. And you know, with Amber, go to the beach or something, you know, just something to keep her alive still. And she just didn't have one more year left in her, I guess. I took too long getting it together. I just had to get that out. Still wearing the Rick and Morty stuff. Amber got me a bunch of Rick and Morty gear for Christmas. I love that show. I just got her something for her birthday that I've been seeing a lot of. I have to do tons of rewicking. I'm always behind the 8 ball with rewicking. I have been keeping up with it overall, but been a little on the fritz here and there. You know, I'll get some things that are out of whack, and then so here it is. I may just open this up for you guys, even though it's her birthday present. Well, one of them, but she's such a sweetheart. I mean, this girl, she's not particular at all about anything. She's not like a high maintenance kind of girl. I mean, obviously she's here with me in this room. She's a doll, but she'll be very happy to have this. I have her using my Squid Industries double barrel V3 with my OG U-Force from my U-Force tank, sub-tank, from my Vupu Drag Mini, my first ever mod, with Freemax Mesh Pro, not Mesh Pro, Freemax Fire Loop Mesh coils in it. You know, the ones that have the knurling on them. They fit in the fire loops, which is really cool. when I first found that out. I don't know where they are. I would just show them to you right now. The 5-loop mesh pro coils. They're around. Here they are. Everyone remembers these, right? Freemax. I've had these lingering around forever. These are the X2. The X1s were actually my favorite. The X2, I like the dual coil ones. I like a lot for the Mesh Pro. The Mesh Pro dual coils are the bomb, whereas I like the single coils for this. For the ones with the knurling on them and all. Anyhow, old school stuff. 2019 type gear right there, but this is what we have. The Orion Pro. You've been seeing a lot of this. Now, they'll say LVE. It's up to you to know that means lost vape. I didn't even realize this was a lost vape product. Now, I've always seen these around. I mean, they've been around for a minute. Like, they've had iterations of this. But, geez, I ain't got one like from I've had, I'm sorry, I'm such I do look to see who's in and who's not. And we have people drop out a lot. But I think because I do these live streams, I think my refresh rate gets fucked up or something. And sometimes they get frozen and people fall out of view or whatever. But you know, if you're still in here, throw me a like and we'll see where we go here. I know I had to do a little homage to my dog there. God, that dog meant the world to me. I haven't had to go through that in a long time. A long time. None of my dogs had died since Cha-Cha. That was probably more than 10 years ago. So, should we look at this? I already took the packaging. I mean, may as well take a look at it. I'm really curious to see what this looks like. She'll understand. I might not set it up. I do want to just at least take a peek at it. Because I think I got... Alright, before I really take a hard look at it, because I don't see any labeling on it to tell me which color I got. And I want to tell you which color I technically got, because I wanted to get, like, well, they have some neat colors for this, and then some that are just kind of lame. So if I just go in like my Gmail real quick, I guess I'll be able to like tell you which one I got. Yeah. So Element. I got it from Element Vape, actually. It's really weird how it all came together. But yeah, stateside, they were like the ones that had it, and I figured why not. There was another site that had it, and it said like pre-order or something, so I didn't want to like take the chance with that. So I said, why not? I'll just go through Element, and here it is. Because I made sure to get like a good color. Here we go. This is the silver Mercury Swirl. Because I like the Azure, Fire Gold Azure or something. They were calling it for like a few of the colors. I like the blue one. Was really nice. Like the blue frame. This is the silver frame. So does it come with 2 tanks? Oh, it comes with 2 tanks, technically. There's a smoke tank and a clear tank in here. This looks nice. I mean, well, it's a nice frame. Oh, there you go. So it's very silvery looking. This is the Mercury Swirl, which does match up. I like the all clear with the all silver. It's a nice mod. I do like it. It's very compact, good dimensions. This is very small in the hand. Very thin. Wow, this thing is tiny. Where's the RBA? What? Standard edition? Do I not get an RBA? The balls? What? What's going on? I don't see anything here with an RBA. I don't know how they even make an RBA for this. This thing is fucking tiny. Oh, okay, so this thing here pops it. I just sprang up, so I can take it off now. That's cool. Seems really neat. I mean, I do like it. Do I only... Oh, pops in pretty violently. This is all well and good, but I guess I don't get any fucking RBA with it, so that kind of sucks. Accessories. I got a feeling this is it. Yeah, we got USB cable. I thought it came with everything. I gotta double check. Because that's pretty lame. I thought I got an RBA with this thing. So I'm a rebuildable person, so. Also, we're not turning on. Oh no, it finally turned on. And it's at 90% battery, so that part's cool. It's already set in RBA mode. I don't know. Standard edition. I don't know. Does that mean... Does anyone know what the fuck's going on? Did I get the wrong thing? Like, was I supposed to get... The only difference from standard edition I seen was limited edition. I thought that was just for like color types or something. I saw an LE, or did I see an SE special? I don't know. There was some bit of a discount code on this, which I thought was cool. But they have a lot of new RBAs out there for it. So the one that's supposed to come with it, I guess, isn't coming with it. Yeah, so the Orion 2 is a 40-watt thing. It's 28. The Orion 2 Pro 50-watt is a $60 thing. So where's the RBA? I mean, what the fuck? No. What the fuck? No. I ordered... Could have swore I ordered... So maybe I did get standard edition. Is that what this was? Maybe that's what I did. I screwed up and got standard edition. Yeah, because Mercury Swirl's still on here. Well, that blows. What does that even mean? Like, can I get... God, everything's gotta... You gotta be like a fucking maniac to, like, keep up with all the different bullshit. Yeah, I could get an RBA for it, but then I don't even know if I'm gonna get the RBA if it'll fit. Who knows? There's on 3F8 they have all these new pods for it, like all these new RBA types for it, but I did kind of want to try the original type RBA for it. These pods look exactly the same to me. One's smoked and one's not. Well, I mean, I guess for her it will not matter. I mean, it's probably going to be better that it's a pre-built coil. For me, now it's boring. I can't do shit with it. So I wanted to at least. So these come off, yay. They're not like super. Actually, this one's in good place. Nah, neither one moves around that much. They have 4 magnets on it. Yeah. Little bummed that I can't do any rebuildable shit, because that's what I wanted to do with this. I don't know. I still get a little panel movement. It's very slight, but huh. Well, you know, the whole thing is now she doesn't have to use a super heavy, clunky double barrel, you know, when she wants to vape. Um, it's nice. I love the look of this thing. It's super cool. I'm not a pod mod person. I've never had any pod mods actually. But you know, with the RBA on it, it's borderline AIO, and they're making RBAs for it. So like, I look at it as like a new iteration to the build box stuff, and refilling it looks like I just pull this fucker off. Oh, it actually screws. It's not just. Well, it's probably better that it screws off rather than just pulls out, because once that tension gets worn, it, you know what I mean. So it's probably better that it screws on and off, but. Threading's decent, I suppose. You know, you've been seeing a lot of these around, I'm sure. There's been tons of reviews for them. But internal battery, so we'll see how that goes. But I love the pocketability of it. I mean, it's super fucking dainty and you know, chill. So Mercury swirls, a neat color. But they have some really cool colors. They have like stab wood panels out for it and stuff. And I like it. Why is there a second one that's just smoked? I don't know. But I'm super bummed. I guess I didn't pay enough attention that I wasn't going to get one that came with an RBA. I mean, it just seems weird not to. Remember, I used to buy freaking sub-ohm tanks that had RBAs? Like, what is this? This person has an RBA for theirs. Just doesn't look like you can fit one. It's very interesting. Let's see. What does this even fit in it? Like, what is this tank? 4.5 milliliters. So it's actually like less than a Boro, apparently. Yeah. So didn't get the goddamn RBA. But there's the 909 Modify has a new RBA for it. I've seen a few places that, I mean, a few brands with RBAs for it. So it's 31. The 909 modified nudge. I think I'll get that. And it has kind of like a air lab, kill lab airflow to it. It's on this corner, bridged, I guess you'd say, bridge type. So I'll go that route. You know, whatever. Hopefully they're decent. Still chiefing away at my Maverick and my squays. Love the squays. This time of year is killing me. I would love to have bought more stuff. I'm running out of steam. I'm not very happy lately because work's so slow. It's kind of fucking me up, you know, because I work outside and it's 20 degrees out. So hopefully I'll be doing a lot of shoveling to make up for that, but you know. I didn't want to leave this out. Good God, I'd feel like a heel if I did. Justin Johnson gave me this to review the Gorgon. This thing is really interesting. I don't think I've ever really seen anything like it. Now, it says BR on it. I don't know if this is like who it originally was sold to or something. I don't know if he bought it used or what. That's what it looks like. Wow. Sorry about the glare. And this is a mech mod type deal. There's your drip tip. It's like this long tip type thing, like as if it were like MTL. Here's the authenticity card. I don't want to get too carried away with it, but I'll give you a little peek of it. There's a lot of shit rattling around in there. I don't know if there's been much coverage on this at all. I've never seen one around. Oh, wait. It does. I'm sorry. It's a hybrid mech mod. So there's your 510. But I would take this piece out, plug this on, and now you have kind of like a tube Boro. Tube Boro. You know what I mean? Side fire. The throw on this is really nice. It's a very nice throw. The side fire. And yeah, so you'd have that. You know what I mean? That's pretty sweet. And there's drip tip. So, I mean, little novelty in a way, maybe. But everything on this is really nice. It's all nice brass. Pin is copper. This piece is the hybrid piece is silver. It's pretty nice. And that looks silver. Like, it doesn't look like a stainless steel piece. This looks like a silver piece. It's really nice. It has an ultem cover over the side fire. With everything that's been going on, now this piece here for the bottom for your, you know, quick access to your battery. This is an ultem piece. Interestingly enough, the threads are really nice. Let's get this out if it'll come out. There's a copper piece here. Kind of confused why there's a copper piece and then a silver piece. Oh no, this looks like a this copper piece is for if you want to do you know, an 18650 battery adapter. Pretty cool. This is serial number 9. I'll have a more extensive video on it. All you diehard Tonum fans will see this, but the faint of heart will not have gotten this far, and they'll never know. But thank you all for sticking around. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I think I really had to take that out for this to go in. I just wanted to give you a visual. Looks pretty neat. Very short. You know, side fires make it so you can have a really short mech mod, you know. So, thank you, Justin. This is a very unique kind of mod. And I could see why you wanted me to give everyone a view of it. I'd never even heard of this thing. I mean, so it was very different for me. You know what I mean? So thank you for that. I like the Medusa, you know, graphics. That's neat. And yeah. So this I think will really come in handy for her though, because you know, the juice capacity, it's like real obvious, you know what I mean? Because sometimes she'll be using my stuff and like not look to see if there's juice in it. Next thing you know, we got a dry hit and I got to start over from all my rebuilds, you know what I mean? It gets a little frustrating for me, but yeah, I think this is like a nice little classy piece for her to use. So yeah, so the Orion, at least, you know, now I'm aware that there is no RBA for it. I have another tank end mod on the way. That's really a nice classy setup that I'll show you. But otherwise, it's kind of been slim pickings for me lately because of this time of year. This season is really slow for me, and it's kind of a bummer. Speaking of bummers, this thing fell on my bed one day, and now the screen's dead, even though it works. And then the side fire only works sometimes, so I always have to use the bottom. I've been having all sorts of problems. I went to buy a keyboard. I want to get a keyboard, like a piano keyboard type deal, just for music purposes. I got one all picked out that I want. Something cheap, like $1.50. And then, oh, I shouldn't have put that much juice in there. I need to relick this, but I actually went and looked at one last week in local to buy on Facebook Marketplace, and like the guy couldn't even prove that it worked. Wasn't too thrilled with buying something that was $100 that I couldn't even prove worked, so I let that one go. But yeah, I thought I would you know, just do a little update, a little, you know, in memory of type video for my dog. And you know, I wrote something sentimental on Facebook about it. It's really hard for me. I keep thinking I might be past thing, you know, over thing, like coming to, like I'm okay, and then hits me all over again. It's really hard for me. Dog was really fucking important to me. I mean, I was so depressed when I first moved here to Delaware. I didn't know anybody. My dog was everything to me. It stayed everything to me. I've always had a dog my whole life, so I'm no stranger to having pets and pets meaning something to me. But this one was really fucking special. Just really smart, really well mannered, really happy. She's the happiest dog I've ever had. Annie, the beagle, is great, but she's always like scared and always like, she's very emotional. But Bella was everything to me. So all right, so I won't hold these up too long. Thank you for staying, and I'm gonna work on doing some rebuilds right now, and yeah. I still have a lot of videos to do. Clearly, I've been kind of falling behind. I told Justin, I told him to hold off on the Unica V2 because this was a surprise. I didn't think he was even going to be sending this because I told him it'd probably be better to wait because of the holiday returns and all that stuff. And I just hadn't been feeling myself that well. I had such a good vibe going in the fall, and then I just haven't been feeling right because of the winter and just stressing about financial shit and work being slow and everything. So, uh, I'll get back into everything, and I might have to get a new side job. I used to have a side job working at the beer store, but now I don't. So, um, we'll see. Still haven't done a review on these two, the Intenza and the Unifico. So I have a lot of videos to get caught up on. I still need the Jenna RTA review. I'm a mess right now, to be quite frank. So my grandfather's also in the hospital. We can't get a hold of my uncle. There's a lot of shit going on family-wise for me. So, but Amber's been doing great, and I'm holding it together. So there is that. Thank you, everybody that's reached out to me. Dane, Mike, Mark Todd, everybody that's, commented on my Facebook, their condolences about my dog. I greatly appreciate it. And, we'll be bouncing back real nice in the spring and fall. So that'll be good. All right, y'all have a good one. It is Saturday, basically 4:30 in the afternoon, and East Coast here. So y'all have a good rest of your evening, and thank you for stopping by. I'll see you.